a thumbs up if it sounds good. If you can't hear me, give me a thumbs down. You guys tell me. Good, good, good. All right then. Thank you, Juan. Highly appreciate that. Let's see, setting up right now. Court hasn't started yet. Just woke up. I had to take a little nap. How is everybody doing today? All right, Melissa, how's it going? Hey, what's up, Lisbeth? What's up? What's up? Let me see over here what I got over here. Can't even see my eyes. I'm blind. Somebody's giving me a like. I can't even see that name. Let me adjust it here. I need to get a light that's not so bright. Okay. There. That was in Hey, what's up? How's it going? Good evening. The one and only Big J. Nicole, thank you. Appreciate those likes. What's up, Wendy K? What's up, Lexi? Gotta make sure the mustache is straight. And now let's get into it. Hey, thank you. Thank you, the one and only. Let's go ahead and check out the sounds. Where you at? Where you at? Tap, tap while we wait. What are we doing right now? You're just watching me, Daniel. Make sure everything is on the up and up right now. But court should be starting soon right now. It looks like they might be running a little bit behind, but they should be starting shortly. So in the meantime, I'm just setting up everything on my gadgets over here. Make sure everything is running good. Hey, what's up, Candice? Hello, James. Finally caught your funny ass live. Glad that brings so much joy to my heart, Candice. That you were finally able to make it. I've been wondering where you've been at, and now it all makes sense. Mystery solved. All right, all right. Thank you. Hey, if you guys could, I see there's 7 of you guys. We only got 3 thumbs up. Man, they still haven't fixed the audio on over there on that end. What kind of UPN operation are they running over there? No bueno. Busy running life and businesses. Hey, I don't know nothing about a business, but I do know about running around in life. All right. Hopefully they're fixing up that the audio situation over there. And once they do, then let me see here. I gotta fix the title of the video over here because I just hit live. See, how do you guys like? For those of you that are over here on YT, how do you guys like the vertical stream? Vertical, and today it is 7. Love it. All right, all right. That's what I'm talking about.
Testing.
Testing.
I'm not even in Teams.
Is the microphone working? I don't know. I like the other way. No, well, you could. I'm running both streams, Candice. I'm running it in vertical, and I'm running it on landscape. I'll put a link up right now so you guys could switch on over in between them if you guys want. Yeah, you're not obligated to stay at one. You could jump around if you want.
Press the little talking microphone thing.
Man, come on, get your microphone. Man, what are they doing over there? All right, let me see. All right, here it is.
Is it that going?
There it is. It's I put the link already. If you guys want to jump in between. Geez, Louise.
Check, check.
Check. Mic 1, mic 2. Did it just start? Hasn't even started yet. We're waiting for the court to start. They're having some audio issues over there. They're getting I don't know what it's called when you hear your voice, and it just goes voice, and it gets really loud.
Mic or just another camera, isn't it?
Where is this? This is
Is it the one that faces the in custody people?
the court. The echo. That's right. The echo. Right. Are those prison headphones? Ponete tu máscara. Agarra tu máscara. Bye. Yeah, these are they are prison headphones. She just came to mess with me really quick. She took off. She was out of here, gone like the wind. This is Arizona, Maricopa County in Arizona. Very stylish, man. Got these were the best $30 I ever spent. You know what? I actually have some better ones. I got these.
Yeah.
I got these. I think these are Panasonic. I bought them, but then I bought these, and I get more compliments on these than on these. So I just use those. Well, actually, you know what? I got maybe about 6 different pairs of headphones. Let me see. Laughing out loud. They make good stereo systems on the bunks, right? Hey, see, I knew it. How old is she? My daughter, she's 6 years old. She is 6. She'll come in from time to time. What's up, Mando? How's it going?
Nope. I think we're good.
It's picking up now. It should be good.
Okay.
I can see you. I can't hear you.
Okay.
I'll go check on the back.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go ahead and start.
Okay. Sounds good.
They've been having this issue all day. Every time we started the stream, but when we started the stream, they would fix it.
Sorry about that, everybody. We're having some technical issues, but I think we got it ironed out. So this is the time for the 8 p.m. calendar and initial appearance court on February 20th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all hearings on this calendar. I will call you each up to the podium one at a time. Please listen for your name. I'm then going to announce whoever is up next. Please sit in the chair that's right outside of the courtroom. I'll let you know what you've been arrested for, what your next court dates are, and any release conditions that I'm ordering today. Let's go ahead and get started with Dylan Haggard to the podium and Lorenza McKinnon to the chair, please.
Just a heads up, if you jump over to YT, I got 2 streams running. I got a vertical one and a regular
Good
one.
evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Dylan Haggard, 7303.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated DUI, license suspended or revoked for DUI, which is a Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. Because you were on felony release on another case when these new allegations allegedly occurred, I do have to hold you non-bondable today. But I am setting an evidentiary hearing on February 27th at 1:30 p.m. Talk with your attorney. Your attorney can argue for your release at that case. At that hearing. Do you have any questions?
So I'm not getting released?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat.
You ain't going nowhere.
Lorenzo McKinnon to the podium. And
Flush
Jose
one.
Figueroa Lemus to the chair, please.
Ah, wow.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Lorenzo McKinnon, Jr., 12/23/1998.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving aggravated assault of an officer, resisting arrest, and assault. I will affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you. I am setting a status conference in the downtown Superior Court on February 27th at 9 a.m. I am holding you non-bondable today. It's my understanding that you failed to appear at a competency review and your Rule 11 proceedings, so I am holding you non-bondable, but talk with your attorney. Your attorney can argue for your release at the next hearing. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat.
What up, Snow? Welcome.
Jose Figueroa Lemus to the podium.
Ah, wow.
And Luis Felix to the chair, please.
Hey, thank you.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Jose Figueroa, date of birth is 1396.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession for sale, Class 2 felony, conspiracy, Class 2 felony,
Damn.
illegal control of enterprise,
What's
Class
up with
4
that,
felony,
ñoño?
and dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 28th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a cash bond today in the amount of $75,000. It is a cash bond, meaning that the entire bond does need to be posted. Doesn't mean you can go through a bonding company, but because it's a cash bond, they have different terms. You'll have access to the bonding companies when you get back to processing. Call them to see what their terms are. If you do post that bond, I am also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community, and they do install an electronic monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering that you not possess any weapons, no contact with any listed co-defendants, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat.
Damn.
Luis Felix to the podium.
Hey, you know what? That's not healthy right there.
And Cameo and Elam to the chair, please.
His heart's definitely stressed out.
Good evening. You may have your name and date of birth.
Luis Enrique Felix, June 16, 1990.
Thank you. We are here today on an out-of-county warrant out of the Yavapai County Superior Court. It's for a probation violation. I will set an arraignment hearing in the Yavapai County Superior Court on February 25th at 8:30 a.m. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. It's a $25,000 secured bond. If you do post bond, I'm also ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you have to contact your assigned probation officer within 72 hours of your release. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
So the only way I can ever get released is by paying the 25.
Correct. All right. Go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat. Cameo and Elam to the podium, and Rosalinda Duran to the chair, please.
Welcome for you guys are just getting in.
Good evening. May I have your
We
name and
just
date of
started.
birth?
Kenyon Elam, and my birthday is 4277.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of misconduct involving weapons, which is a Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 28th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $10,000. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not have contact with the arresting officers, no possessing any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I have dialysis in the morning, and I was wondering, is there any chance that and I'm on disability? Can I please get a OR?
Hell
So
no.
at this point, no, I'm not going to release you on your own recognizance. You will have access to medical treatment while you're in custody. So let them know when you get over to processing that you may need those appointments. You will have full medical coverage while you're in custody.
I was not gonna
but I
get
am
medical
ordering that
coverage.
$10,000 secured
Stop
bond.
lying.
Yeah, how's that? Do I gotta pay $10,000?
So you can pay the entire amount yourself, or you can go through a bonding company. If you go through a bonding company, generally speaking, it's about 10% plus collateral. So that would be $1,000.
Okay.
Man, that fool don't got two nickels
Okay,
to
sir.
rub
Go
together.
ahead and grab your paperwork to your
What,
left
you
and
gonna
then take
get
it.
out? Well, stop playing with that, man.
Rosalinda Duran to the podium,
And they wonder why
and Abdullah Abdi to the chair, please.
these people go off on these judges and parole boards. Like, you playing with this guy like only
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Rosalinda Duran, 4673.
Thank you. We are here today on a grand jury warrant. You were indicted on one count of narcotic drug possession for sale, which is a Class 2 felony. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I'm setting an arraignment hearing in the downtown Superior Court on February 27th at 8:30 a.m. I am going to affirm the bond that was in the grand jury warrant. That's a $10,000 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordered to not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I've been going to all my courts. This was just first brought up today. I mean, I've never missed a court date. I don't see why I can't be OR'd.
So this isn't a warrant for your arrest because you missed a court date. These are new allegations. So the state took these allegations to a grand jury. A grand jury indicted you on these allegations, and then a warrant was issued for your arrest.
But that's what I'm saying. I've never missed a court date. I mean, why?
You got new charges.
You haven't had a court date in this case.
No, but I've had it with my other case that I'm still dealing with on the bond that I'm with right now.
So at this point, with the grand jury proceedings, those are sealed in nature. Not even I have access to what was presented to the grand jury. The grand jury saw what was presented by the state, the prosecutor's office, and they issued a warrant with that bond amount in there. I'm also looking at your criminal history. It does look like that you've had three failures to appear in the past before. So I'm going to affirm what the grand jury put in their warrant. I am appointing you an attorney, so you can talk with your attorney, and if your attorney wants to argue for a modification
But I haven't had any failures to appear.
Of any of my orders today, your attorney can argue for that, but I am affirming the bond and the warrant.
Okay, so I got a question real quick. What's going to happen to the bond that I'm out on right now?
So that's currently been posted. You'll have to talk with your attorney about that. Grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
Next!
Abdullah Abdi to the podium, and Elias Stevens to the chair, please.
Up next on The Price is
You
Wrong.
may have your name and date of birth.
Abdi Abdullah, July 15, 2004.
Thank you, and I do apologize if I mispronounced your name. That was not my intention. We are here today on a grand jury warrant. You were indicted on one count of aggravated assault of a correctional employee, which is a Class 5 felony. I will appoint you an attorney, setting an arraignment hearing on February 27th at 8:30 a.m. in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond and the warrant. It's a $5,000 secured bond. If you do post bond, you'll have some release conditions. I'm ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or drive without a valid driver's license. Also, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. It's also my understanding that I believe that you are in DOC. If you're serving any time, any prison time because of another criminal case, don't post the bond on this case because you're not going to be released on your other one anyway.
Okay.
All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and take it.
Lexi Roy, he looked like Steve Urkel.
Elias Stevens to the podium, and Kevin Davis to the chair, please.
Hey, you ain't right,
You may have your name and date of birth.
Elias Stevens, 8/20/84.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating terms 8, 10, 16, and 23. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on February 27th. That's at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond and the warrant. It's a $5,000 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Is it possible to have some consideration just because my grandmother lives with me on the reservation. She's elderly and she's only has use of one arm. And prior to this, I was taking care of her, and I'm the only able-bodied person at the house. My mother's also on oxygen, and she's just down the street. Is there any way at all, and on the court's mercy, if I could have OR, I promise to be at every one of my court meetings.
So the issue is that we're on here on a probation or petition to revoke your probation, and it's not just on one simple violation. There's 4 different alleged violations that they have in this petition. So I appreciate what you're telling me, and I don't want anything ill to happen to your family members, especially if you're the primary caretaker. That is not the goal of this court. However, I do have some concerns if I were to release you on less onerous means at this point. So I am going to affirm the bond that was in the warrant. Now, I am appointing you an attorney. If your attorney wants to argue for a modification of any of my orders at the next hearing, you'll be in front of your probation judge in a week. So you'll be back in court. I know that that's still a long time, especially for a family member who needs care, but you will have access to a phone when you get taken back to processing. You can call whoever you need to coordinate care.
Can I just add something for the court records?
Everything is being recorded, so if you'd like to say something, you can.
Those incidents were the result of not having...
I'm going to cut you off only because everything is being recorded.
Yeah,
so if you say anything in court, it could be used against you.
Okay,
so if it's about the allegations, I would say probably refrain until you talk with your attorney at least. But if you want to make a record outside of the allegations, you can say something if you'd like.
Outside of the allegations, I'm currently taking disulfiram as well as naltrexone and an injectable depot. So those two
Are those prescribed medications?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're have access to the medical unit while you're in custody. Let them know of your prescriptions because you have full medical coverage while you're here. I don't want you to miss anything that's especially needing in your medical care. So when you get taken back to processing, let them know about that. They'll let you talk to the medical team to see what they can coordinate, okay?
Thank you.
No problem. Grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat. Kevin Davis to the podium and Brian Parks to the chair, please.
You know what? I think that's because they probably have like they need to have a certain amount of people incarcerated.
Kevin Davis, 61383.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of 11 counts of organized retail theft, all Class 4 felonies. I will find probable causes to these allegations, and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 28th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $5,000. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime.
I can't even
no
see this
contact
guy's
with any
face.
alleged victim, complainant, or witness.
That's how tall he is.
No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. Sir, on those allegations, none of those allegations have me on camera doing nothing. You can ask the officer. I stopped. I obeyed all the laws. I could have ran. I could have got away. Everything. I stopped and maintained my rights. I talked with them. I talked with the detective. None of those allegations are like valid. All they have is me coming in and out the store. I don't understand how that I'm being held on something that you're telling me that I can't go in and out of a store. Like that makes absolutely no sense, sir. I'm being a man. Some of the stuff you could be correct. Some of them can't be. I want to take care of my responsibilities, sir.
No, I understand. So what the court receives is I receive a document called the Form 4 from the arresting agency.
Yes.
That has a detailed list of the allegations against you and any facts to support those allegations. I have reviewed everything that has been provided to me by the arresting agency, and I am at least finding probable cause today. That's not saying that you actually committed any of these allegations, but there is a basis for your arrest at this point in time. You do have the ability to fight these allegations, to go all the way to a trial, to contest these allegations. I'm appointing you an attorney to help you do that. Now, for today's purposes, I did review what was provided, and I am finding that there's a basis here. I'm finding probable cause. So I appreciate what you're telling me here, but I do have some concerns to release you on your own recognizance based on what I have reviewed. It does at least appear at this point in time that there's a history of over 2 years of alleged thefts in this case. And that's just on this case. I don't know if there's anything else pending as well. So I am going to set that $5,000 bond, but I am appointing you an attorney. I would suggest talking with your attorney, and your attorney can argue for anything that's necessary at the next hearing. Okay? Go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat. Brian Parks to the podium. And Angela Loriero to the chair, please.
Up next on The Price is
Have
Wrong.
your name and date of birth.
Brian Parks, 12/1973.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of theft of means of transportation, Class 3 felony, and knowingly displaying a false license plate, Class 2 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 28th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $5,000. That does mean you can use a bonding company. If you do post bond, I am also ordering that you not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with the arresting officers, no contact with any listed co-defendant, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat. Angela Loriero to the podium and Byron Merchant to the chair, please.
Welcome to You Have a Collect Call From.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Angela Marie Rivera, 6199.
Thank you. We are here today on a grand jury warrant. You were indicted on 1 count of unlawful flight from law enforcement, Class 5 felony, and 1 count of reckless driving, Class 2 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause, and probable cause has already been found. I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting an arraignment hearing on February 27th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. It's a $2,500 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, grab that paperwork to your left and take a seat.
I don't think anybody's
Byron Merchant to the podium and Christopher Campen to the chair.
I don't
please.
think anybody's been OR'd yet. Everybody's been staying in. I think their numbers might be low, so he's keeping everybody to fill up the jail. So maybe at 10
May I have
o'clock.
your name and date of birth?
Byron Reed Merchant, 455.
Thank you. We are here today on a probation violation warrant for violating your terms of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in this case. I'm setting a probation revocation hearing on February 27th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. That's a $2,500 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am also ordering as a part of your release that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, all that's going to be in your paperwork. Grab that to your left and take a seat. Christopher Campen to the podium and Anthony Gibson to the chair, please.
Up next on The Price is Wrong. What do we have behind door number
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Christopher Campen, 1779.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court probation violation warrant for violating terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney. Setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on February 27th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $1,500. If you do post bond, I am going to order that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat.
Liz writes, everyone's
Anthony Gibson
staying.
to the
It's
podium,
tax season.
and
They
Nathaniel
want to
Collette
make
to the
that,
chair, please.
that bond money, right? Not today. Not today.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Anthony Gibson, 10/14/95.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving narcotic drug possession, which is a Class 4 felony. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you. I'm setting an arraignment hearing in the downtown Superior Court on February 27th at 8:30 a.m. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. That's a $1,000 secured bond. If you do post bond, I'm ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and then have a seat. Nathaniel Collette to the podium and William Clark to the chair, please.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Nathaniel Collette, 7406.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of 1 count of theft of means of transportation, Class 3 felony, and 2 counts of burglary, Class 4 felonies. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 28th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $1,000. If you do post bond, I am also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an electronic monitor on you prior to your release. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no contact with any listed co-defendants, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? No. Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat. William Clark to the podium and Mackenzie Francisco to the chair, please.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
William Clark, June 17th, 1991.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will affirm the attorney that was already appointed to represent you. Setting a status conference post-warrant on February 26th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. It's a $250 secured bond. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and then take a seat. Mackenzie Francisco to the podium and Paige Blaine to the chair, please.
Going to the chair. Hey, so this feed here, I'm getting it from the website. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold down their wheels. Slow down.
Oh, you don't have to stand up if it's going to be too much.
I can stand.
Okay, that's fine. May I have your name and date of birth?
Mackenzie Francisco, 3179.
Thank you. We are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant on a case involving narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and shoplifting, Class 6 felony. I will affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you. Setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on February 28th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court.
Okay.
I am going to affirm the bond in the warrant. It's a $500 secured bond. If you do post bond, I'm ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any victim, complainant, or witness, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, go ahead and grab that paperwork to your left, and then go ahead and have a seat.
All right, thank you.
Hey, well, at least she didn't get banned from Circle K and Target, because that would have been all bad. Imagine that. I would not want to
Paige
be in
Blaine
jail,
to the podium and Eric Naylor to the chair.
let alone in a wheelchair. She hurt herself. She probably tripped over something. Or QT.
Good evening, may I have your name and date of birth?
Paige Blaine, February 20th, 1992.
Thank you. We are here today on an arrest warrant. You were charged with 1 count of narcotic drug possession, class 4 felony, 1 count of theft detecting device remover, class 6 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, and 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods, class 1 misdemeanor. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you.
Happy birthday
I am
to
setting
her.
a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services. You're going to get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Make sure that you read through that. I'm also going to order that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No,
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat.
thank you.
Eric Naylor to the podium and Bradley Lindeman to the chair, please. Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Eric Naylor, 628-1.
Thank you. We are here today on an out-of-county warrant out of the Apache Junction Municipal Court. It's for a case involving disobeying or resisting an order or mandate of the court, which is a misdemeanor, and failing to pay fines and fees, another misdemeanor. Because these are misdemeanor allegations, I'm not appointing you an attorney to represent you, but you can hire one at your own expense if you choose. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the Apache Junction Municipal Court on February 25th at 8:30. I am going to release you on your own recognizance today on this case. It is my understanding this is a failure to pay fines and fees, and I do believe you are being processed for release on your other case in Superior Court, so I'm not going to hold you up. I'm going to release you on this. But make sure that you contact the Apache Junction Municipal Court so that you can get that ironed out. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Not a problem. Grab your paperwork to your left and take a seat.
I don't think
Bradley
so.
Lindman to the podium and Desiree Gomez to the chair, please.
Is that what he was doing, Debbie?
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
11-3-71.
And your
Bradley
name?
Lindeman.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony, narcotic drug possession, class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, and prescription drug possession, class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today to the supervision of pretrial services. So you're going to get an envelope as you leave court today that has details on pretrial release. Make sure you read through that.
Okay.
I'm also ordering that you not possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat. Desiree Gomez to the podium and Juan Valenzuela Contreras to the chair, please.
Hello.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Desiree Gomez, 8/10/1992.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony, and disorderly conduct, class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. You're going to get an envelope with pretrial release details in it. Make sure that you read through that.
So I'll be going home today?
They're going to process you for release. I don't know if it'll be tonight or tomorrow morning at this point, but you should be released.
Okay.
I'm also ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and then take a seat. Juan Valenzuela Contreras to the podium.
Now he is, but everybody was getting hit over the head.
And Perchandeskar to Chirki to the chair, please. I know I messed that up and I apologize. May I have your name and date of birth?
Juan Eberto Valenzuela Contreras, 30 de septiembre de 1991.
Sir, do you need
September 30, 91.
Okay, do you speak English?
Yes.
Do you understand English?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go over everything. If you don't understand something, let me know. We can get an interpreter if you think you need one.
Don't
okay?
get an interpreter, please.
Okay, so we are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession, class 4 felony, and driving with a suspended license, a class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. Setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I'm going to release you today on what's called your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear at your next court date. I'm also ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat. Chakar Chakiri to the chair, to the podium, please. And Cristobal Lopez to the chair. Sir, I apologize. I very much mispronounced your name. May I have your name and date of birth?
Chiriki and June 8, 1992.
Thank you. That was not my intention. I do apologize.
No, that's
We are here today on a municipal court new case out of the Surprise Municipal Court. You were arrested on allegations of disorderly conduct, which is a Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the Surprise Municipal Court on March 18th at 1:30 p.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That means you're promising to appear at the next court date, but there are some other conditions that I'm ordering that you follow. I'm ordering that you not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must obey any terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been or will be issued. I'm also ordering that you may not reside at the same location as any listed victim, nor go to the victim's residence, even if you are the owner or renter of that residence. If you do share a common residence, you must find an alternative place to stay and bring proof to your next court date. As of right now, I understand that you were both arrested, but I don't have any further information. I mostly want to make sure that you and the victim in this case do not have contact before your next hearing, before it can be figured out what contact is appropriate. So no contact between the two of you for the time being. All this is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Can I have my own attorney?
Howdy.
Like I have my.
You can hire one to represent you if you'd like, and they'll file a notice of appearance that will overwrite the one that I'm appointing you. But I at least want to make sure you have an attorney for the next hearing. So I'm appointing one at this point in time, but if you want to hire your own, you can.
Okay.
Any other questions?
That's all.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat.
Thank you.
Cristobal Lopez to the podium and Joseph Norzagare to the
Hey,
chair.
solo dolo, gracias. Highly appreciate you sharing it with 5 people. Highly appreciate that.
Good evening. May I have your name and date of birth?
Yeah, Cristobal Granados Lopez, 1982.
Is it December?
December.
20th?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I'm setting a status conference on March 6th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on March 10th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise that you'll appear at the next court date. As a part of your release, I'm also ordering that you not possess any drugs without a valid prescription and no driving without a valid driver's license.
Okay.
All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, go ahead and grab that to your left and take a seat. Joseph Norzagare to the podium and Demetrius Johnson to the chair, please.
What do you guys think this
Good
gentleman
evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Joseph Lewis Norzagare, 1071.
Thank you. We are here today on what's called a fugitive of justice case. I saw that you had that placard there. Did you have a chance to read through that?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. I'm going to go over everything with you, but I want to make sure you at least have the opportunity, okay?
Okay.
So we are here today on an out-of-state warrant. Give me 1 second.
Debbie, thank you for sharing. Highly appreciate that. Sharing is caring, and you guys are the ones that are going to help me grow this
Out of
channel
San
here.
Bernardino County.
Ooh.
I am going to go over a few things because we're making a record for that court. As I stated, you do have a warrant, so you have a choice to make it this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the requesting state within 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that the governor's warrants be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in the Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for the requesting state to come and get you. That 30-day period would start tomorrow as long as you don't have criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona.
I don't.
If you choose to have your extradition hearing, I will set a hearing in the downtown Superior Court on March 3rd at 1:30 p.m. You're not entitled to bail in this case because it is a parole violation.
I know.
So I'm holding you non-bondable while that extradition process does go through.
Oh, he's going
it
back
could
to
take
the
up to 90 days for the governor's warrants to be obtained by the governors of both states before that extradition process is completed. So you have the two different options. You can voluntarily return.
I want to voluntarily return in 30 days.
All right, so we're going to go over some questions to make sure that you understand what you're waiving today.
Okay.
So did you read the waiver of extradition paperwork?
I kind of read it. I don't know how to read that good, so.
Okay,
You
basically
didn't read it,
summarizes
then.
everything I just went over with
Okay.
you. Did you have any questions about what I just went over?
No.
with you? Okay. Do you understand that you do not have to sign this paperwork?
No. I want them to come get me within 30 days.
Do you understand that you have the right to have an extradition hearing if you wanted one?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense if you choose?
Yes, I understand that.
Do you understand that you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you are returned?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
Yeah, I do.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours that affects your ability to make a decision. Okay, so I do find that you knowingly, intelligently, or voluntarily signing the waiver, and I'm also signing it. I'm directing the sheriff's office to notify the requesting state that you are ready to return. The requesting state will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending. If there are local charges pending, that 30-day period will not start until the
I don't have no charges
of that case.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, so we're gonna have you go ahead and step up to your right up here.
So California is gonna pick him up
We'll have to have
because
you
he's a
sign that
prisoner.
a couple times, okay?
He's on parole, so they're gonna get his prison time. So they will pick him up. He won't do too bad because it's only like a 4 or 5 hour drive from California, so he'll be all right. Or depends on what reception he goes to. I'm not sure. Well, it might be a little bit longer if he goes up to like reception, like to Delano or Kern Valley. It might take him off maybe like 8 hours or so to get up there. But guarantee they are going to pick him up.
Correct. Could happen in 2 days. It could happen in 29 days. They have up to 30.
Don't get too comfortable though, because they're gonna come get you. California don't play around, especially if he's on parole. Yeah, the judge said it that he was on parole, that he had a parole violation. He's not even supposed to be out of the state, so that alone right there is a parole violation. But you know what? Now it's not like before. Before they used to give you 1 year straight. Now they only give you, I think now they give you like 90 days or something. So it ain't nothing. I mean, if you're living that life, for me, 90 days, it'll be an eternity. But if you're living the life the crazy vida, that crazy life, then 90 days is a very long time. And he's out. And with that, he's out. Hey, if any of you guys ever jump on here, I need you guys to give us a shout out right here. Or if you know somebody that's in and out of the system, you gotta tell them, hey, when you guys go to court,
Demetrius Johnson to the podium.
You guys gotta give James a shout out.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Yeah, my name is Demetrius Johnson. My date of birth is March 22nd. Before we start, I already
March 22nd of what year?
1977.
Thank you.
I already had my expedition hearing, sound body mind judge such as yourself. Recommendations was made. My court was for the 24th of February at 8:30. Already been given on the 15th of February by a judge. This already been given my rights for me to be brought back in here for another judge to overthrow another judge's decision and recommendations to try to take my freedom because of certain technical issues
So I'm going to get through everything with you just a second because I understand you've already gone through this process. And I understand the complete situation. I've already spoken with the judicial officer in your assigned hearing on the 24th.
Can somebody translate what that guy just said? Because I'm confused.
Questions at the end, I'll give you the opportunity, okay? So we are here today on a fugitive of justice warrant for your arrest. It's for a warrant out of the state of Missouri. I understand that you were previously seen on this case and you were released. However, I'm looking at the warrant here. The warrant actually called for you to be not released. It says no bond on there. So I don't know. I can't speak to what the other judicial officer did on your case. But essentially, you were rearrested because it's still a valid warrant. So I'm going to go through everything with you as if this is a brand new slate today. You have some options that you can go through today, but I'm going to go through all of your options to make sure that you're clear what we're looking at today. Because you are here today on a fugitive of justice matter out of the state of Missouri, you do have two different options today. You can ask for an extradition hearing to be set, which a hearing was already set. That's on February 24th at 1:30 p.m. That's in the downtown Superior Court. To go through the process of extraditing you back to Missouri, the governors of Arizona and the governor of Missouri both have to sign what's called a governor's warrant. That could take up to 90 days to get that processed. I cannot appoint you an attorney in this case because this is a civil case in nature, but you do have the right to hire an attorney at your own expense if you choose. Like I said, if we go with the extradition process, I'm going to affirm that date of February 24th. I am also going to set a secured bond today in the amount of $50,000. Your other option is to voluntarily return to Missouri. If we go through that option, you're waiving your right to an extradition hearing. During that process, you would be held non-bondable in the Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for Missouri to come and get you. That 30-day period would start tomorrow as long as there are no other local charges pending anywhere in Arizona. If there are local charges pending anywhere in Arizona, that 30-day clock would not begin until those charges are resolved. So setting that secured bond in the amount of $50,000 if you choose to have an extradition hearing. You have the choice to go with either option. You can waive voluntarily return, or if I set that extradition hearing, I am going to set a $50,000 secured bond. So which way would you like to go?
I don't know. Let's flip a coin.
It's non-bondable. You said I was being non-bondable if I try to make a bond, right?
No, what I'm saying is you have two different options.
No, I'm saying you said that the
warrant was requesting to hold you non-bondable.
Right, for the warrant. But I had made a decision to fight expedition.
Correct.
That wasn't the warrant. It's for expedition. And I was given release on that, right, for the expedition hearing, right? Not for the warrant within itself, you know? So
I'm confused.
Like it's just something to contradict what the other judges did just so I think my freedom would be taken from me. I went to my probation officer first thing yesterday for the first time. I had intense supervision. I got regular supervision. I had aftercare with treatment. You know what I'm saying? I was on the right path. You know, 3 times this week I was arrested, all 3 times. And 2 times I was walked back out the door. This 3rd time, it made it technical, and it put me, my rights was given to me already for expedition hearing. You know,
I understand that, and I understand that you're frustrated that this happens because you were here on this same warrant not too long ago, and you were released on your own recognizance.
February 14th.
However, the warrant was requesting that a bond be set. I'm looking at the warrant here. I understand where the confusion may have come from. There is things in this bond stating personal recognizance, but that does not mean the same thing in Missouri that it means here. I am setting a bond on your case. If you post that bond, you can be released. Otherwise, you will remain in custody until your next hearing. So that you have 2 different options. You can waive, or I can affirm that the hearing on the 24th in the downtown Superior Court. That's going to be in 4 days. That'll be on Monday.
Now I can never get out. You just took my freedom, you know?
You did
I
it
didn't
yourself.
take your freedom, sir. There's a warrant for your arrest. There's criminal
understand.
charges pending. So I did not take your freedom. You have criminal charges that are pending in another state that have to be addressed.
Not only that, they let him out 2 other times. He should have got out of
So I understand your frustration. What I'm going to do at this point in time,
Dodge.
I'm going to affirm that date, the February 24th.
No, tell him come on get me, man. Tell him come get me. I'm done.
Tell him to come get me.
Okay. Well, so you can't walk out of court if you want to waive your rights.
I really believe that it's a serious judicial misconduct done right now because my rights was given, and now
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set that hearing on the 24th.
I don't want the hearing on the 24th.
You're going to be able to talk with the assigned judicial officer on your case. That's the one that already had your case set in front of them, and I spoke with them earlier today. So I'm going to affirm that hearing. You're going to have a hearing in 4 days. I understand your frustration in court today. You can bring all of that up in court, and they can determine what to do at that point in time, but I am going to set that bond. So go ahead and take a seat. They'll bring your paperwork.
I don't have $50,000.
Go ahead and take a seat.
Go off. Come on. Do it.
I'd rather just come on and get me, man. I don't want to prolong no more time.
At this point in time, you've already voiced that you think that there's some sort of
I think it's a serious
I'm not going to go through a waiver of your rights when you're telling me that you think that there's a judicial misconduct going on.
Yeah, you just overthrew another judge's decision, a sound mind body decision yourself. So what, could another one come tomorrow and overthrow you?
Your hearing is over. Go ahead and
I understand, man. Bitch ass bullshit.
Oh, I knew it. I knew he wasn't gonna walk away without saying something.
Are we gonna be able to get one? Do we have our interpreter on the line? Do we have an interpreter on the line? Oh, thank you. May I have your name and your interpreter number, please?
Yes, my name is
Diego, Jose, Pedro. What do you guys think?
Are you still there?
What do you?
Okay. Can we get another one?
Yeah, I hate these damn Timu, damn it, translators.
Officer, can we go ahead and have him escorted out of the gallery?
Ay. We needed some excitement around here. My name's Jeff. Up next on The Price is Wrong. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, right? Living luxury goods. That's right. And we'll just go ahead and do one of these for extra safety measures. Sucks to be them. Jail is not fun. Missouri will get it. Oh yeah. So Eric, you do the crap, you do the time. So there was like a technical issue. No, that wasn't a technical issue. What happened was the wordings that they use in Missouri are different than the wording that they use in Arizona. So the other two judges, when he came in those two other previous times, misunderstood what the wording was that was being used in Missouri, and they interpreted it as they needed to release him. This judge caught it, and he's like, nah, you're not going to go free. We're going to hold you. We're going to figure all this stuff out. And then, adios, amigo, because you're going back to Missouri. Hey, let me see. Thank you for the follow. Corey, thank you. Let me see. Is that Stanford Court? No, this is Arizona, Maricopa County Court. Oh, snap. They got the sound too. Look. Yeah.
Do we have our interpreter on the line?
Probably not, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
May I have your name and your interpreter number, please?
Yes, my name is Daniela. And my ID is 385251.
Thank you. And are you prepared to interpret for a legal hearing today?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Can we have Sebastian Hernandez Ramirez to the podium?
Podemos tener a Sebastián Fernández Ramírez en el podio.
Let's see what this amigo did.
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Señor, ¿me puede decir su nombre completo y fecha de nacimiento?
Sebastián Hernández Ramírez, 22 de diciembre de 1998.
Y Sebastián Hernández Ramírez, December 25, 1998.
What do you guys think this guy did?
Hernández.
Con H. With an H?
Sí, es. Sir is Sebastián Hernández Ramírez.
Thank you. I have your birthday listed as January 9th of 1998. Is that not correct?
Damn, that was 25.
Tengo su fecha de nacimiento como 9 de enero del 98. ¿Eso no es correcto?
No, eso no, el oficial se equivocó, se la corregí 2 veces.
The cop was an idiot. I told him how to fix it.
It was a mistake from the officer. I made a correction twice.
Hey, how do you like my translation?
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to appoint you an attorney on your case, so let your attorney know at the next hearing, okay?
Le voy a poner un abogado para su caso. Se lo vamos a dejar saber en su siguiente audiencia.
Okay.
We are here today on a Superior Court new case.
Estamos aquí en la Corte Superior por un caso nuevo.
You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession for sale, Class 2 felony.
Sorry, sir, can you please repeat me the charge?
¿Qué?
Sure. Narcotic drug possession for sale, a Class 2 felony.
El cargo que le estamos haciendo es por posesión de narcóticos, venta de drogas. Es un crimen de tipo 2.
Narcotic drug transportation, Class 2 felony.
Transporte de narcóticos, de drogas, un crimen tipo 2.
He's going to prison.
And narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony.
Y posesión y transporte de narcóticos, un delito grave de 4º grado.
I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney.
He encontrado una causa probable y le voy a otorgar un abogado.
I am setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30 a.m.
Para conferencia el día 26 de febrero a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Yeah, these translators,
That's going to be in the downtown Superior Court.
they don't translate correctly.
Eso va a llevarse a cabo en la Corte Superior del centro de la ciudad o downtown.
I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000.
What up, act up? You found the other account?
Vamos a poner una fianza asegurada por la cantidad de $5,000.
If you do post bond, I'm also ordering that you not have contact with any listed co-defendant.
También vamos a estar ordenando que usted no tenga ningún contacto con ninguno de los otros acusados.
And no drugs without a valid prescription.
Y no se va a permitir drogas sin prescripción.
All of this will be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
What up, Maria? How's it
Todo
going?
esto viene en sus papeles. ¿Alguna pregunta que usted tenga?
No, it's okay.
Tienes que hablar
Okay,
en
go ahead and grab
español.
your paperwork to your left and then take a seat.
Puede tomar sus papeles que están del lado izquierdo y puede tomar asiento.
She's not interpreting the right words. Yeah.
Juan Cordova to the podium.
Wow. It happens a lot.
Sir, I wasn't able to hear the name.
Juan Cordova.
Señor Juan Cordova, ¿puede pasar al podio?
Good evening, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Buenas noches, señor. ¿Me puede dar su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento?
Juan Carlos Valdés Cardona, 6 del 10 del 2000.
6 del 10 del qué, perdón?
Del 2.
2002.
No, 2000.
What is this fool
¿Y su
smiling
nombre
about?
es Juan Carlos Cordelva?
Sí.
Why is he keep on
Valdés.
looking around?
Sir, my name is Juan Carlos Cordelva Valdez. Date of birth is 6/10/2000.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case.
Estamos aquí en la Corte Superior por un caso nuevo.
You were arrested on allegations of narcotic drug possession for sale, a Class 2 felony.
Usted fue arrestado bajo el caso de alegación de posesión de narcóticos, un delito grave del tipo 2.
And narcotic drug transportation, a Class 2 felony.
Transporte de narcóticos, un delito
Come on. now.
grave tipo 2.
I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney.
Hemos encontrado una causa probable y le voy a otorgar un abogado.
I am setting a status conference on February 26th at 8:30.
Vamos a poner un estatus de conferencia para el día 26 de febrero a las 8:30.
They probably got together. That's probably his crime
I
partner.
am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $20,000.
Voy a poner una fianza asegurada por la cantidad de $20,000.
I am ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community.
Voy a ordenar los servicios previos al juicio que los supervisen en la comunidad.
I'm also ordering that they install an electronic monitor on you prior to your release.
Emily, thank you.
También vamos a ordenar que se le instale un monitor electrónico previo a su liberación.
I'm also ordering that you not have contact with any listed co-defendant, including while you're in custody.
Maybe he was a driver.
También vamos a ordenar que usted no tenga contacto con ninguno de los otros condenados que están enlistados. Tampoco mientras
no
esté...
And no drugs without a valid prescription.
Transportation of illegal
Y no
substances.
drogas sin prescripción.
All of that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Todo esto va a venir en sus papeles. ¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta?
No,
One more time.
okay.
Could you repeat that, please?
¿Lo puedes repetir?
Señor, ¿me puede repetir lo que dijo?
Oh, no, está bien, no tengo ninguna pregunta.
No, sir, everything is fine. I don't have any question.
Okay, go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and then take a seat.
He might be all twacked out.
Puede tomar sus papeles en el lado izquierdo y tomar asiento.
Or maybe he put some wacky tobacco in the
And
prison
thank you to our
wallet.
interpreter. That was the only two we needed, John. Feel free to disconnect at any time.
Thank you, sir, for using our service. Have an excellent night.
You too. Then, officer, is there any update on Mr. Porter?
Mr. Porter. Come on, Judge, you need to stop messing up my
Next
screen.
report, I let you guys know that he was not in mental health. He was mental altered or something like that.
Okay. Do we have any update, or is it the same as what it was on the file?
Is it for the guy in the hospital?
Yeah.
For Porter.
It was out for altered mental health.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, but I see the section 2, let me find out.
Well, we're just going to bump him to the 11. If you just give us an update whenever.
I mean, we'll call you after then.
Perfect. So for number 31 and 32, Mr. Porter, it does appear that he still is in a position in which he cannot understand a court hearing. At this point in time, I will move him to the 11 p.m. calendar. Extraordinary circumstances were still found on the 2 p.m. calendar to go beyond the 24-hour mark because of his medical emergency that he had while he was at the ITR facility. We will continue to receive updates from Maricopa County Sheriff's Office as to his status, and we will conduct his initial appearance as soon as possible. That does conclude the 8 p.m. calendar. We will stand in recess until 11 p.m.
Hey, who wants to jump on? Who wants me to come back for the 11 o'clock one, which would be 10 o'clock my time? Is there interest for that, or should I just wrap it up and call it a night? You guys tell me. Okay, we got a few people interested for the nighttime. For the nighttime, okay. All right. Well, we could go ahead and do that. So we'll be back right now. It's 8:05 right now, so we'll be back in an hour and 55 minutes. Did you post the results? Oh, I had already mentioned them. Thank you for reminding me. I guess you were one of the persons that wasn't here. So for everybody that went to the parole board hearing, that got their date taken, they got it back. The board of parole affirmed the releases for suitability. So they should be out in the next 5 days unless the governor takes their days. Let me see, James. Go love on that wife of yours. It's till 10 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what's up. Hot Mess Express. You know what time it is. If she's not sleeping, she might be out already. Nah, she normally waits for me. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off right now. Hey, I do appreciate you guys. If you guys are watching and you guys are not following, hit that follow button. It's free 99. It doesn't cost you anything. And don't trip. I'm not gonna ask you for any money. I don't want any of that money. But what I do want is I want you to follow so we could go ahead and get to that 20,000 mark. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that heart, Emily. Highly appreciate that. And remember, don't be a Scrooge McDuck. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty. Don't be a Codo. Don't be a tight wad. It's free. I'm not asking you for money. I don't want your money. I want your time. That's it. Anyhow, hey, I am Collect Call James. You are watching. You have a Collect Call From. And like I said around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it's lights out. And with that, I'm out. If you're wondering why I'm shifting around, it's because I got 3 phones in front of me. That's what it is. All right. So we'll be back. Set your alarms. We'll be back in about an hour and 54 minutes. All right. And I'm out.